Hi, it's Vicki. I'm going to show you today how to do a clipper cut. Not the whole cut, but just to get an idea of how to use the tools if you need to cut your son or your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whoever needs a haircut, daughter, mother, father. Anyway, we're going to start with our clipper and we're going to use a guard. I'm going to start with a number 4. So there's larger and smaller guards. My guards are numbered. The smaller numbers are the shortest. We'll leave the hair the shortest. The higher number will leave the hair the longest. So I'm going to start with a 4 with the longer one here. Just to get an idea, you can always go shorter. And I am starting in the nape of the neck down here. And I'm going to start with the clippers in here, and I'm going to kind of rock my clippers out. This is a mannequin, so the hair is kind of hard to go through, but we'll give it a go. So we're going to come in, run it against the scalp, and rock it out towards the top so that it's a little bit longer at the top here. So depending on how long or short you want the hair, depends on what size guard you use. So you're just rocking it out and you just move along the hair. You can go over it again because when you're using a guard, you do tend to miss some pieces. I like to clip it out of my way too so that you get it at an even spot. You can always go in with a shorter guard to taper in around the hairline too. Just for ease, I'm going to continue on with the number 4 because I think that's a pretty good length. So I'm taking the clips out and we'll just move up the head. This time I'm not going to clip it off, but I'm just going to move up and kind of just eye my stopping point. And if you're keeping the same guard, it doesn't really matter. But you see how the wrist just kind of rocks. And you just work your way around. You can even work on the sides as well. You can kind of, if you want, pull the hair up with your hand. Working around. Most of the time we like to keep it a little bit longer on top, so you would use a larger guard, so the hair would be longer on top. So you kind of want an even line going around if you're going to change your guard size so that it looks right. I'm going to show you a little bit of tapering in that neck. I'm just going to go down 1 to a 3, and I might even go shorter than that. But you rock it out. Again, you start in, rock your wrist out. Are you seeing that okay? As I work just at that hairline. So you don't actually want to go up into it, you just want to rock in at the bottom. We're gonna go one shorter. My husband is laughing at me. Now, if your hair is really fine, the shorter it gets, the less hair you're gonna see. So you have to be careful. I'm going to go in with a 6 at the top. Also on the sides by the ears, you can go in with the lower guard to get that closer as well. Then let's just go for it and go in with the longest guard that I have, which is an 8. This would be whatever your longest one is, which would be your largest one. Let's just take off the rest and see what happens. When you're using a clippers, I probably should have told you this at the beginning, but you're pretty much going against the way the hair grows. So with these mannequins, they're kind of, the way the hair is, it's kind of goofy, but I mean, I usually, when I'm doing a cut with a clipper, I usually blend the top in with my shears. But since we're not doing that, we're gonna go in and just blend these bottoms down. When you're putting the guard on too, I should have said this at the beginning, you put it in, the teeth into it, and then press the bottom part down. Trim around the ears. This is the shortest guard, in which you have to also come in with a guard in between there to even it out. So I'm going to go back in with my 2. That was 1. And then in with my 3. A lot of blending when you're using a clipper with guards. But that just blended it much better. So your key is to start lower at the bottoms and work your way up. And here's Brad with a somewhat finished haircut. It could be finished a little bit more, but it will get you through, hopefully, until you can get to a barbershop and or a salon and get a proper haircut.